Okay, hey guys, Totally Randy here. Now listen, if you are a fan of Totally Randy and you've been following me for a while, you see that I have been doing a lot of work around immigration and following some agencies and those who are partnering together to help the over 400,000 legal immigrants here get their citizenship, right? The path to citizenship is now. You guys can go to totallyrandy.com and read up on the articles I've been doing. Alexei's story is an eyewitness story that you guys saw that he got his citizenship in February of 2025. Amazing story, really opened my eyes up to how the path looks right now, right? And that path was started about 13, 14 years ago when Alexei's uncle became a citizen here in the United States. Now, I am getting in my car and I'm heading over to some of these agencies because I want to see just from their vantage point what the path looks like for them and what are some of the things that they're doing to help. So I'm packing the kids up. You probably hear Lennox's phone in the background. All right, it's also raining here in Houston, but we're about to head on over to some of these agencies. Okay, so stay tuned. First up is a 501c3 nonprofit that empowers impacted Asian and immigrant communities across Texas through culturally competent services, education, organizing, and advocacy. Located in the Spring Branch area of Houston, Texas, I was first introduced to the nonprofit Wuri Juntos in the beginning of May of this year when I attended a citizenship briefing hosted by Houston Community Media.
Our service started about 3 years ago, and recently we are more actively involved in the citizenship. It's navigation activity. We provide two different community. It's Spanish people and Korean people. So far, we succeeded. Altogether, it's 70 people. Succeeded to get their citizenship through our program, and it turned out it's very successful. Many people now understand what benefit they have if they have citizenship. Many people has a language barrier, so it's another reason they hesitate to do that. But we try to remove that hurdle for them, and that was very successful. Still, it's a lot of people hesitate to register in our program.
And that's because the path to citizenship isn't as easy as you think it is. Even with the programs that Wuri Juntos provides, like this classroom right here that teaches English to Korean-speaking residents, it is very intimidating to have to pay a $760 application fee because where are you getting that? Also, you have to take a civics test as well. That Wuri Juntos, actually, their program helps with the civics test, not memorizing answers, but understanding what the test is and what it's about. As I hopped in my car and drove to the opposite side of Houston, I kept thinking about how canceled government grants are putting programs like Wuri Juntos at risk for closing in 2026.
Luis Angel Garcia, president of CEDES. So the path for citizenship has been changed with new an update on the test. We have new fees. There have been changes that has happened recently. Still, acquiring the American citizenship still is being an easy process. The changes have not impacted drastically how permanent residents can apply and go to the journey to become citizens. At the end, is just to submit your N400. Then you are going to once everything is being passed and everything goes well, then you have to go to the interview and pass the test. Okay. Now, a new change is that last year was released a new test. Now, that new test was put back and now is optional. So you basically the test that is being applied is the former test, and the new test becomes optional right now. So that's a very good news for permanent residents that they want to apply. Also, even the fee is a little bit higher now. Still, you can apply for a waiver that reduced the fee drastically.
What challenges are you seeing citizens being faced with right now to get their citizenship?
Yes, today the main challenges that we see, and the reason why we have 400,000 permanent residents in the Houston area, And the main challenge I see why they are not applying for becoming citizens is first the language barrier. So they feel that their English language skills are not sufficient to pass the examination. Still, some of them can apply and can qualify for taking the test in their native language. Also, for those ones that they need to take the test in English, the requirement is basic English. So you don't need to have like very proficient language skills. Still, it's just a basic English what you need. Another constraint that we have seen is some kind of lack of motivation for individuals to apply because they don't see the benefit. It's like, oh, I'm a permanent resident. What is the reason for me to apply for citizenship? Still, you have tons of benefits above being only a permanent resident. Once you are a U.S. citizen, you got more protections. Nowadays, we have experiencing many events nationwide, political situations that can probably jeopardize your status even if you are a permanent resident. Now, by being a citizen, you have more protections. You can access to more benefits, and at the end, the most important one is that you can vote and you can be elected. Today, we need better representation, and the only way we can raise our voices and our voices can have an impact in our political environment is if we are eligible to vote. Definitely spread out the word. We are providing citizenship circles, we provide ESL classes, we have GED classes, we have a lot of educational resources and trainings for individuals. So just spread out the word, connect, post in your social media, and inform other individuals that can benefit for these programs, that these programs are accessible for our community. We are very proud and thankful to the City of Houston for allowing us to open a second office. We have been in the Magnolia Multi-Service Center in the Magnolia neighborhood for about more than 15 years. And today we're opening in Denver Harbor, so we're gonna extend our services, educational services from ESL classes, citizenship, GED, entrepreneurship. We're gonna bring the same services we have at Magnolia. Now we're gonna be offering in the Denver Harbor community.
What about funding? A lot of agencies that are, that I spoke with, like Wuri, Juntos, they talked about funding and how funding is drying up. I don't know how CEDES get their funding, but how is that looking for you guys?
Yes, so funding is always a challenge. We don't receive any government funding. The only government support we receive is from the City of Houston, that they host us in multi-service centers. Other than that, donations are always welcome, corporate contributions. That's how we get some of the funding for us to keep on going with our mission. If you're a legal permanent resident and you are eligible to become citizen, do it now. The time is now. We are experiencing situations that we wouldn't like to have nationwide. And the only way we can change it is if people like you become citizens. We are at the Magnolia Multi-Service 7037 Capitol Street, Houston, Texas 77011. We're also at the Denver Harbor Multi-Service Center. You can call us at 832-537-8249, and you can find us online at www.cedesus.org.
Whew. I tell y'all, I got a little emotional.